Okay guys, this is going to be a patch 6.16 rundown. I don't know exactly how big this patch is. It doesn't look like it's very big at all. So, to the people wondering when my next tier list is going to come, it's probably going to be in 6.17 because I'm very doubtful that such a minor part or patch is going to play a part in Worlds. I assume that 6.17 will probably be the Worlds patch, or 6.18 even. So we'll have to see how that actually goes. But this patch doesn't look too long. Alright, so first off, Kled is introduced. Now, I'm not going to click any of this stuff because I'm actually just going to do a review on Kled himself. So that's going to be separate from this video. I do think, though, that his kit is extremely broken, and thus, barring his numbers being too weak, he's probably going to be imbalanced. So there is that. Now, Aurelia. Now, this is a champion that, for all intents and purposes, has almost disappeared from Korea after the changes that she suffered a few patches ago. Right now in Korea, the top lane meta is primarily Gangplank, Tahm Kench, Echo, Fiora, and I think that's about it right now, actually. But Aurelia not being seen too much. Sometimes she does get picked, but it's usually pretty rare. So anyways, passive now adds tenacity based on how outnumbered Aurelia's team is, rather than how many enemies are nearby, okay? Ionian Fervor changed from 14 to 1000 range, okay. Removed, you're stuck in here with me, no longer grants tenacity based solely on the number of nearby enemies. Now, bring more bad guys. Now grants tenacity based on the number of nearby enemy champions compared to the number of nearby allied champions. Aurelia counts as one ally. More than us than them, 0%. Tenacity, evenly matched, 10%. More of them, 25 to 40% scaling. That seems horrible. I feel like that's actually a really, really bad passive, because this isn't Aurelia's problem right now. Our Transcendent Blades fixed a tooltip bug where Transcendent Blade scaling was incorrectly listed as 0.6 bonus attack damage rather than 0.7. So this doesn't do anything. Aurelia is still not going to be involved in the meta right now. These changes actually just make her worse, I think. I'm pretty sure this actually makes her worse. Anyways, Leona, Praise the Sun, passive Sunlight. Sunlit Clarity now displays the damage text to Leona when her allies proc Sunlight. Okay, that's nice. W for Lulu. W cooldown reduced, bonus attack speed increased. What? Like, is like Lulu like one of Riot's like poster children or something? Like, why does she keep getting buffed? Doesn't make any sense. So it feels like they're trying to make her come back for Worlds. That's what it feels like right now. She's not necessarily viable per se in top lane anyway. In mid lane, she can be picked, but it generally comes at the sacrifice of the lane. So this is only going to be done on the assumption that you would rather have Lulu than a Karma, and probably if you are going to run a Protect the Cog comp. So, okay. Mordekaiser. Cleaned up Mordekaiser's Ghost AI. This is actually really big. The Ghost prioritizes champions and towers over minions when looking for something to attack. Stay on target. The Ghost continues its previous action once crowd control effects wear off. The Ghost chases its target. Okay, so all of this just fixes Mordekaiser's ultimate Ghost bug. So that's actually really, really, really good. Nautilus. R stuns all targets struck by the line. That is a huge buff. Now, the problem for it is, where do you think Nautilus can maybe fit in? Can he fit inside of the jungle? Probably not with the current jungle matchups. Can he go back into top lane? Well, top lane right now is mostly Gangplank, Echo, Gnar. So those three alone don't make it a very easy case for Nautilus, especially when currently we don't know if lane swaps are going to come back, even though I think that they are. I don't think that the First Blood Tower is actually going to dissuade teams once they realize that in some cases the removal of the towers is inherently better for certain team comps than other team comps. I also think that lane swaps, even before that the patch 6.15 patch came in, lane swaps were still not fully understood. And so I still feel like there is a lot of depth to them that needs to be solved and figured out and understood more. And once stuff like that does come into play, then lane swaps are still going to be relevant, in which case there is potential for Nautilus to continue to exist. As a support, however, right now also, I don't think that the current support meta favors him too well. Sona. E self movement speed lowered, R cooldown reduction lowered. Okay, so she's getting gutted. Now, this is a champion that I heard was extremely broken from a lot of players in NA and EU. However, she was almost never seen inside of Korea. And all the times that I have seen her inside of Korea, she's been extremely lackluster. So I don't understand the continuous nerfs. Victor, R's maximum movement speed is slower, but minimum speed is faster. R begins losing speed sooner, return speed bonus removed. So maximum movement speed 450 to 400, minimum movement speed 170 to 200. Speed starts decaying at 350 range to 300 range, minimum to be capped at 950 range, 900 range. Remove snapback. Chaos Storm no longer moves at maximum speed when Victor targets himself. Okay. That doesn't really do too much to him. So this is just basically a little minor change to him, but it's not going to impact him in the meta at all. Champion select, we introduced a new feature showing how much lower or higher Q times may... Okay. That's pretty cute. Bug fixes. I'm just going to browse over this. Tumble, Soraka Wish. Okay. I'm not seeing anything super big. I guess that's it. All the skins coming out are pretty cool. So you have the 6 SKT skins, and then you have Sir Clad. So I guess that's actually it for patch 6.16. So like I said, this is not probably the big patch, the Worlds patch. I don't know if patch 6.17 or 6.18 will be it. But then when that does happen, then I will make the next tier list based on what is going on.